I have a question for you. Do you have a big butt? It sounds something like this. I'd love to learn to dance, but I've got no one to go with. Or I've always wanted to visit Italy, but I don't know where to go. Or I'd love to learn Spanish, but I don't have time. We can all do it, and that but can grow as we get older. We become more and more set in our ways and stuck in what is familiar. I remember during lockdown in 2020 that we were told that working from home and not traveling so much had become the new norm. Our experience of life had changed. Indeed, it had shrunk, but so had our brains. Without the stimulation of the breadth of life experiences, certain neurons weren't required anymore, and our new reality had become smaller. That's why it's been so hard to go back to regularly working in the office or traveling overseas. Apparently, studies have shown that scientists' brains shrank a bit after an extended stay in Antarctica. The researchers said that the effects of isolation and the persistently white polar landscape could be to blame. So it turns out that we need to keep our brains active in order to prevent them from shrinking. As the saying goes, we either use it or we lose it. So, my word for 2025 is expand. I want to expand my world this year, and this is how I'm going to do it. I want to proactively continue to learn, and this is in two key areas. I love learning about brain health, and I especially want to support my mum as she recovers from her stroke. So I've decided that I want to read a book a month. And I'm also super excited because I'll have more valuable insights that I can continue to share with you too. Alongside this, as I set up my practice as a health coach, I'm constantly learning new technology about ways that I can communicate better and how best to support you as a coach on your journey to a healthier brain. Next, I want to experience 10 firsts, the first time doing something I've never done before. So, on my radar so far is already that I want to visit Florence this year. And I also want to spend a day in a spa. I know that sounds really strange, but it's something I've wanted to do for forever. And I've decided this is going to be the year. But last but not least, I want to challenge myself to believe that things are possible. I want to kill that big butt that keeps getting in the way and holding me back when I want to do something that's outside of my comfort zone. I've decided I'm going to change it into an and. So let's see how that would change the examples I gave you earlier. So I'd love to learn to dance, and I can find out where my nearest dance class is and whether I can go without a partner. I've always wanted to visit Italy, and I'll get a recommendation of where to stay from my friend who's been there recently. They had such a good time. I'd love to learn Spanish, and what I'll do is I'll download the Duolingo app and start with 5 minutes a day. Do you see how that changes everything? Instead of coming up with reasons why something won't work, we end up priming our brain to come up with suggestions to make it possible. Isn't that gold? So, as you think about the year ahead, how do you want to expand your world? What would that look like for you? And is there anything that you've wanted to do for years but have held yourself back from doing? To kill that but, write down what you want and take some action today to make that a reality. Make a phone call, download an app, block time out in your calendar. Because when you take action right now, here in this moment, you're far more likely to make it happen.